Hi guys and welcome, my name's Alex and today I'm going to be showing you how to farm prisoner vault keys in Destiny's new expansion, House of Wolves. This will be the best location in Destiny to farm these keys, so what you're going to do is load up the patrol mission on Earth and head towards Skywatch, or as many of you might know it as the old loot cave area. You're going to speedrun all this and don't bother stopping because it will just slow you down. So, once you enter Skywatch, you want to head into the middle of the map on top of this building. The reason why you want to pick this building, not anywhere else, is because this will give you the best vantage point to see where any of the events are going to be taking place. Now, unfortunately, you'll be waiting a considerable amount of time. Usually in between these events is 5 to 10 minutes of refreshing and waiting, so I would highly recommend bringing some bounties so you can keep yourself busy while you wait. So, after waiting about 5 to 10 minutes patiently, you'll see this text pop up in the bottom left hand corner of your screen. It will say a pack of wolves are prowling. You want to get up, look into the skies and find the fallen ship very quickly, because unlike traditional fallen ships, this will not spawn in, fly down, drop off enemies and fly away. This will spawn in, drop off enemies and spawn out, which is very unfortunate because sometimes you can even miss the event completely. This event will have 4 waves, the first one being fairly easy and progressively getting harder after that. The first wave will drop with 2 fallen captains who will both be holding scorch cannons. I highly recommend holding onto at least one of these scorch cannons for the final wave. Now with the final wave will be a boss. You want to kill this boss and stay fairly close to him, because if you don't, you will not get the perks of the Ether Key, which will last for 1 minute and 30 seconds and you'll be able to unlock the chests with it. Now there are 4 chest locations, the first one being as you enter Skywatch on the left hand side behind the fences. This one is the best one to do because you can run it up to 5 times if you're very quick. Now the way this chest works is every time you leave the area, like moving into the Lunar Complex down the hall, and you come back into the area, the chest will restart and you would open it again as long as your Ether Key is active. So you can run this 5 times if you're quick, 4 times if you're an idiot like me and get stuck on rocks. Unfortunately, throughout these 4 times I did not get a chest key, so it is very unlikely you'll get it on your first try. Sometimes you're lucky. Now with this chest location, it is the most optimal for doing this trick, but I would highly recommend using a weapon that has +2 character ability, so you can run it instead of using your sparrow, because your sparrow can get stuck in the hallways slowing you down. So the second and third chest locations are located in the middle of the map. The first one is in front of this truck, and the second one is next to the building on the right hand side. Both these locations you want to head back to the Lunar Complex using your sparrow and get out of Skywatch and rinse and repeat. Most of the time you can do this about 3 times, 4 times if you're lucky. Now as you see there, I got very lucky and managed to bag myself a key with my first chest. Now the fourth chest is on top of the building at the far back right hand side of the map. Luckily you can see this from anywhere on the map. But unfortunately you can only run this twice in 1 minute and 30 seconds. So what you want to do is run underneath this building, head through this hallway, up these stairs, through another hallway into the next area, turn around and come back. There is no point using a sparrow because either way you can only run this chest once. Now unfortunately guys, this method of farming does not guarantee you a chest key drop, but luckily you're allowed to stay in the same area and rinse and repeat this method until you get yourself a couple of keys. Unfortunately this may take a few hours because it is completely random when these keys will drop. Now if you don't know what these keys are used for, after completing the final waves of the Prison of Elders, the Queen lets you go down into her treasure room. Shut your mouth. Now there are 3 chests. The main one you do need the key to open, and this will bag you some pretty nifty loot, so I highly recommend doing this at least once a week on every single character. Now with the other 2 smaller chests, you can expect to find motes of light, strange coins, upgrade materials, and even if you're very lucky, other keys. Now unfortunately guys, like the key drops, opening up this chest every single time does not guarantee good gear. As you see here, I get her courtesy twice in a row, as well as 3 strange coins, which is kinda crappy considering the amount of time it takes to loot these chests. Now guys, if you don't have a treasure key, please do not be discouraged to play the Prison of Elders, either the level 28 or the higher ones, because you get a lot of cool stuff from it, including a hell of a lot of engrams. As you see here in the final engram, I bagged myself Universal Remote, which is a pretty cool reward. So guys, now you know the best area to find these chest keys as well as the 4 chest locations. Go forth my guardians and loot the shit out of Destiny. If you enjoyed this complete guide on the treasure key, where to find it, where to loot it and where to use it, please leave a like, favorite, subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.